Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. This is your boy Brass calling it is Scholar Media House. Yes, as already aware, you know what we always do on this channel. It's all about health talk. We educate our subscribers on most of the medical conditions, how to prevent themselves from most of the medical conditions, and then the first aid management needed in most of the medical conditions. We also talk about training news that are training within the country or even outside the country that people are interested to know and hear about. And then we also talk about social issues. Yes, so for the type that want to get information around all these topics that I've mentioned, try as much as possible, hit on the subscription button, make sure you turn on the notification button so that whenever we upload a new video, you'll be the first person to watch. Yes, today our topic of discussion is going to be on two most important topics trending in the country right now. Yes, it's about the three appointed ministers by the government or by the president of Ghana, that's John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And then the time he was addressing the nation on the state of our power supply, that's our energy system, our electricity system. And he was like, there is a threat of DUMSOR in the near future. So he was addressing the nation on our power supply, and then he said something that really needs attention. He said something that we need to inform you about, so that whenever it starts to happen, you will say that he is the cause of it, because there is a factor leading to what we'll be seeing in case things are not equal. We may experience doing so in the near future again. So we'll delve more into the topics, and then you get to know what we are talking about. So let's go for a quick commercial break. When we are back, we'll delve into the topic. So guys, welcome back from that quick commercial break. Thank you very much for staying with us and waiting for us. Yes, as I've already informed you, today we are going to talk about the three ministerial appointments made by our president John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yes, and then how he was addressing the nation and what he said with regards to our power supply, our energy level, I mean the electricity. And he said we may experience doing so in the near future, and why he said that. There is a reason why he said or he made that statement. So real quick, let's talk about the ministers on the ministerial appointment made by our president today. Yes, before we delve into the topic, you and I could attest to the fact that you and I know very well that before the election, the NDC have promised that when they come into power, they are going to work with only 60 ministers, and today he has appointed three ministers already. And you know that each region is supposed to also have a minister. So we are adding the three ministers to the regional minister that will be appointed. That will be what, 19 what ministers. So for now, I can boldly say that we are left with 41 ministers to be appointed. Let's hope and believe that this president will be able to do that, and I know he's going to help us more. So real quick, let's talk about the ministers that our president have actually appointed to manage the various affairs of the country, or the various portfolios of the country. So the very first one that he appointed is Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo. Yes, for minister, he's going to be the minister for energy. Yes, he's going to be the minister for energy. So real quick, let's look at the educational background and the qualification he holds, and then how he's going to use all these qualifications to bring some dynamism in the energy sector. So real quick, let's talk a little bit about Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo. So he holds a Master of Arts degree, MA, in Economic Policy Management, and an MBA in Marketing, and Masters of Science in Development Finance from the University of Ghana. He also holds a Master of Science degree in Energy Economics from JIMPA, and a postgraduate diploma in Finance and Financial Law from the University of London. Yes, has a wealth hands-on experience, competence, and know-how to the energy portfolio. With his extensive qualification, particularly in the energy, economics, and finance, he is expected to bring much needed dynamism and capabilities to transform the energy sector. So that is a little bit about Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo. I think he is the MP for Yape Kosologo or something. Yeah. So he is going to be our energy minister for the next 4 years. So the second person he has appointed is Honorable Dr. Keso Atoba Forson. Yes, the president has appointed him to come and manage. He's going to be the minister for finance in these 4 years ahead of us. He's going to manage the financial state of the country. and everything related to finance and everything. Yeah. So let's talk about something small. Let's look at the educational background, the qualifications this gentleman is also having, and how he's going to use those qualifications to help the country in terms of finance. Yes. So he's an economist, a chartered accountant, and a public an economist, chartered accountant, tax practitioner with extensive experience in public finance, microeconomics, fiscal policy, tax policy, and business management. Five-time lawmaker, Dr. Forson holds a PhD in finance from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and Masters of Science degrees in taxation and economics from the University of Oxford and Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, respectively. He also holds a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from London South Bank University. So that is, about Honorable Dr. Kesu Atoba Forson. Yes. So in fact, these people with their qualification, if they should use it very well, I'm sure things are going to move. I'm not a politician. I'm just reading from what I'm just a content creator trying to create something out of what is happening in the country right now. So don't get me wrong whenever I say something. The person on our list is Honorable Dominic Akolatinga Ayini. Forgive me if I mention the name wrong, but then I'm not familiar with the name, so that's why. So he's Honorable Dominic Akolatinga Ayini. He's going to be the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Yes, so that's what he'll be doing in the next 4 years ahead of us. So let's read something small about this man, his educational background and his qualifications, and how he'll be able to use this to help the the development of the country. So he's a senior lawyer with 3 decades of experience in practice. He previously served as Deputy Attorney General and Minister for Justice, and is the founding partner of Ayini and Partners Law Offices. He holds a PhD in law from Stanford University, a Master of Laws from the University of Michigan Law School, and a Bachelor of Laws degree from the University of Ghana. He has also lectured at the University of Ghana Law School. These are the people appointed to come and manage the various portfolios that I've mentioned by our President John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So we are hoping and praying that things will bounce back to normal as you wanted. I think things were not normal. That's why we brought them to come and manage things for us. I'm not the one saying it. I'm not a politician, but I'm speaking from the views of the people of Ghana. If things were normal, the NPP would have continued. But because things were not normal, that's why you guys brought NDC to come and manage the affairs of the country. So let's hope and believe that things will become normal for us. And so these are 3 ministers made or appointed already out of the 60 ministers that the president has promised us. We are hoping and believing that things will be normal. Yes, and then we are hoping and believing that he will be able to appoint only 60 as he promised us. Once he's able to appoint 60, means that he's obeying his promises like that. So that's it. So real quick, let's talk about the president's statement when he was addressing the energy state or the power supply of the country, and what he said we should expect in the future, how the power system is going to be. He was like, there was a problem with the plant supplying energy in the eastern part of the country, so maybe we may experience DUMSOR, or there is a threat.
Let me give you examples of some of the challenges we face immediately. For instance, a planned shutdown of the West African gas pipeline was supposed to take place in October last year. At the intervention of this government, it was postponed till January. This is a long delayed maintenance and has to be urgently done. But what it means is that there will be no gas available for all our generating plants in the east of Ghana, that is the Tema Enclave, because it will have curtailed the gas coming from Nigeria and the gas that comes in the reverse flow from our gas processing plants in the west. And so it means that the thermal generating plants in the Tema Enclave would have no access to gas. And normally, to forestall blackouts because of the loss of almost 2,000 megawatts of power we have to make provision for fuel. And this is light crude oil, heavy fuel oil, and distillates fuel. Unfortunately, enough provision was not made for this eventuality. When the fuel arrives, it takes time to import it, 3 weeks to place an order and get it delivered. And when it arrives, you have to treat the fuel for another week and a half to make it ready for use in the generating plants. And so there's a threat of power outages. But my brothers and sisters, don't despair. Like I said, you elected us to solve the problems, not to put the blame on anybody else or to shoulder you with those problems.
So you heard from the president, yes. So it means that the problem was created down before they came. So they are trying to rectify and they make sure things will get back to normal. But if things seems to be how it used to be in the future, if things doesn't change and things are still the same, we are at a risk of experiencing DUMSOR. We stand a higher chance of experiencing DUMSOR, especially those of us in eastern region or the eastern part of the country. Yeah, Taima and all those people, you are at a higher risk of what experiencing DUMSOR. Well, let's hope and see. We pray that they will be able to solve that problem so that we'll have our energy 24/7. Yeah, so that's it about our today's content. If you find this content being helpful, please try as much as possible, hit on the subscription button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, like our video, share so that everybody can also get access to this video. See you next in our next video. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye bye.